everyone, it has been a hot sec, but I'm back at school and I've just been like very busy and kind of forgot that this was something that I do sometimes. But hello, I will probably not be making or uploading anything with any sort of regular consistency, just whenever I feel so compelled to make a video, I guess. I don't know. Today I'm gonna be testing out the Fenty Beauty EAZE Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I've worn it once before, so I guess this will be like a second impressions, but also still kind of a first impression, because I feel like for a real like review that's not a first impression, you have to be actually using it for a while, and this will basically be, this is only my second time using it, so we're gonna test it out. I'm just gonna apply this basically just how I would do a normal base routine. I'm not really gonna do anything that different, so I'm just gonna get started with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Sometimes I will layer this with like a glowy primer, maybe like the Glow Recipe Glow Drops or the Milani Glow Soft Focus Glow, just like whatever I have. I feel like I already look like not glowy, but like my skin is already like just naturally a little bit not shiny, I don't know, that I don't really need the help of like a glowing primer or anything. But I know, like, I feel like some people have said that this is like mattifying a little bit, so I kind of feel like maybe I should add back in some glow that I know might go away with this. But I also don't want to. I might try this again with like a glowing primer under it, maybe, and report back, but I think for now I'm just doing the e.l.f. Poreless Putty just like as a nice base for my makeup. Oh yeah, and I'm in the shade 2, which looks like probably the best match for me. I'm 150 in the powder foundation, and I just went based off like they had a chart that compared your shade in the other Fenty face products with what your shade would be in this one, and that's why I picked 2. It also just looked like my shade. Okay, I don't know if this is enough or too much product or whatever. I'm just gonna rub it in with my hands, I think is the move. I feel like this is not the type of product that you would rub in with a brush. Like maybe you blend it with a sponge, but I actually don't really love sponges. I kind of feel like wetting them and cleaning them and using them are just like more effort than they're worth, and they kind of suck up a lot of product, and I'm just like not used to that. And I don't know, I feel like for products that like best apply with a brush, like I would just apply them with a brush, and then for products that best apply with like a sponge or like not a brush, I would just use my fingers. Okay, that was one layer. I don't know if you can see a difference, but let's briefly assess. This is very, very chaotic. I think I have like quite a few blemishes like here and here. I'm thinking it's like some maskne. Overall, I think it makes my skin look a little bit more blurred, a little bit more even, but like everything that I would have gone in and spot concealed before I applied this still needs spot concealing. And that's cool. Like that's what I feel like I go for. Like I'm a big fan of like spot concealing, and if I'm not doing like a full face, any like base products I put under my concealer honestly just make the concealer like blend better. I don't need my like foundations to be super high coverage. I just need them to have like a nice tint to like even the skin tone very, very lightly, but then just like be a good base to blend concealer over, if that makes sense. But overall, just a really skin-like finish. I might add in another layer just like on some parts of my face. Like let's see, my cheeks, my nose. I thought this was gonna be more liquidy. Like it's very thin, but like it's not that runny. it doesn't really look like it's sitting on the skin at all. Like, it doesn't really look like it's there. This second layer, I feel like it looks a little bit more makeup-y. Not like that it looks makeup-y, but like obviously like it just looks a little bit more obvious. But this is me like really looking. Yeah, okay, that layered really nicely over itself. I like this so far. It definitely is very blurring, like, and even the consistency of the formula, like it feels, I feel like that's kind of related to like the fact that it's not super like runny, like maybe there's like dimethicone or, you know, some sort of silicone that makes it blurring, and that's why the texture is the way that it is. I don't know. I'm just gonna spot conceal. Normally I would do like around the nose and chin, but because I'm wearing a mask, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna do a few dots on my forehead, under eyes, and I'm just gonna apply my base makeup like how I normally would if I was using a tinted moisturizer that I was more familiar with. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I feel like this is almost similar to like the powder foundation that I really like, just in terms of how much it blurs and how much it evens the skin. It doesn't look like there's a lot of coverage. It doesn't look super makeup-y at all. I mean, obviously it's a skin tint. Like, I don't want, you know, super high coverage from this. I'm not expecting that. But like, I feel like the most noticeable difference is just how it evens the skin tone and texture and how it blurs the skin, which again, I really like. And it looks really skin-like, like it's not detectable. It's not a matte finish. I feel like I have kind of normal skin. I'm like not trying to go for a fully blanked out face. Like, you can definitely see my imperfections even through the concealer that I just applied, but I'm okay with that. I'm like not really trying that hard. I'm literally just gonna be in the library today taking a midterm. I don't think this is mattifying. I just don't think it is dewy. Like, I think it's a very like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of times like people expect like some sort of glow or like dewy radiant finish from something that's as light coverage as this. I mean, my skin is not like mattified. Like, I feel like it's just a very, very skin-like finish. Like, it's not gonna really mattify if you have normal skin like me, but it's also not gonna like add any extra glow, which I really like. I feel like this can be like a very flexible product that like, if I want it to look glowy, I can just like put a glowy primer under it, but like if I don't, like I'll just put like a pore filling primer under it, and just like you can play around with different like formulations of like concealers or like cream versus powder like cheek products. So I think that this can be integrated really well in your makeup routine, like regardless of like what your skin type is or like what types of face products you like to put over it, if that makes sense. So yeah, not glowy but not matte either. And it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything really. Maybe in some of the places that like I added another layer, it looks not like too makeup-y to the point where it's like a drawback, because I feel like all makeup looks like makeup, duh. But like, it's virtually undetectable, which is really cool. I guess I'll just do the rest of my face. I don't really know what my plan of attack here is. I'm just applying brow gel. I probably should have powdered my face. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I didn't powder my face. The brows are on. I feel like I think I'm making points, but I'm pretty sure this review is completely incoherent. I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me powder. As you know, I really like the Fenty powder foundation. I use it like as a coverage product, but also as like a setting product. Like, I will use it as a powder. Like, sometimes I'll just like put it over my like concealer and tinted moisturizer foundation, just like to set it just really lightly. And sometimes I'll actually try and get like a lot of coverage out of it. But today I'm just using the Fit Me because I feel like this is probably lighter coverage than the Fenty, and I really want to see what this actually looks like as the main coverage product. Okay, so now I'm looking, I see it clinging to like dry patches around my nose a little bit. But I also think my skin is acting up a little bit and is maybe a little dry around these areas than normal. I think within the realm of things clinging to dryness, this is not that bad. Like, again, I feel like to some extent, that's just how makeup is and how it wears. And I think I'm just gonna apply powder, blush, and highlight because that's what I prefer. I'm gonna use this Too Faced guy that I just really wanna use up. I've had this since I was like a senior in high school, and I want to be done with it because I really only wanna have things in my collection that I like and that are from brands that I support. All right, highlight, I'm just using my Milk Makeup Flex highlighter. I would love to add another highlighter to my collection. I am not sure which one. I'm thinking one of the Nabla ones. But I feel like if I'm gonna order online from Ulta, I wanna get free shipping, and I don't know what else I would buy because I kind of think everything else on my wish list I would get at Sephora. I've been talking for 15 minutes and it feels like I've been talking for hours, and like I'm just really setting myself up for failure here when it comes to going to the library and doing my midterm. I'm just gonna do an all matte eyeshadow look that I did yesterday and that I really liked, and that was really, really basic. Just cause I feel like I like it when my makeup matches my activity for the day and or my clothes, and I am literally just gonna be doing homework in the library, so I don't really need full glam. I'm just like throwing this like very, very haphazardly in my crease with no technique at all because it's a very light shade that like doesn't really show up a lot, so I'm just trying to get it to look visible. This is Coolada, and I'm just slapping this on the crease with no care, throwing all caution to the wind. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yes, the makeup that I wear, I like it to match my activity for the day and my outfit, and I'm in not the cutest outfit, doing probably the most boring and sedentary thing on the planet today. Don't really feel like getting all glammed up for the library. I'm gonna take that same shade and just apply it all over the lid with a lid brush. That's not what these types of brushes are called. Okay, now I'm gonna take kind of a smaller but still somewhat fluffy blending brush and apply the darkest matte shade Nutty, just like on the outer V of my eye. I'm probably gonna cut all of this out, but I'm here and I'm filming it, so. I'm applying this mostly in the crease, but also a little bit on the lid. And now I'm just gonna take a little bit and mix it with that Coolada shade on my fluffier brush and just go in circles to blend it out. Just for like a natural eye, like contour, I guess. Okay, that's probably good. And now I'm gonna, again, take those two shades mixed and just throw that on the lower lash line. Cute, okay. It's whatever. And then I'm gonna take Palm Reader and put this on the inner corner. And that's the silvery white shade. Sorry, I'm not showing you anything that's happening in the palette. But anyway, this was the crease shade and transition shade and lid shade. This was the outer corner shade. This was the highlight shade. That's that. I'm normally like a shimmer shadow girl all the way through and through, but I've been kind of vibing with like a natural matte eye look. This is the eye look I did yesterday. I did a little bit better yesterday. I think I'm just having performance anxiety, but it turned out really good yesterday, so I want to do it again. I'm not doing a wing, just regular eyeliner, because I'm not good at a wing, and I don't feel like practicing today. For some reason, I have like 3 backups of this L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I think someone just like gave it to me. I'm trying to finish them up. I don't like this mascara because it's not good on the bottom lashes because it transfers. Oh, I just got that all over my eye because I don't care. It's just, I also don't love a big brush. I've said this in all my videos, I feel like, but I'm excited for when I'm finally done with these mascaras. I just like the CoverGirl one so much better. Just like anything from CoverGirl, I feel like. Okay, well, now that the mascara is everywhere, I think I'm done with the face. I'm not even gonna bother with lips because I'm gonna put a mask on. But yeah, here's the finished face. I think the face makeup looks very natural and good. That's all I have to say. That's embarrassing. The powder products layer nicely on top of this. It looks a little bit dry around my nose, but I kind of think that's just because my skin is not my friend this week, and maybe I just have forgotten how the Maybelline powder looks over top of things, because I, again, have been using the Fenty one all the time. But overall, no complaints, no real substantial constructive criticisms for Miss Rihanna. I think this is good. I think a lot of people will like this. Unless you're somebody that like you just need high coverage, maybe not. But I think if you're looking for a skin tint, because this is literally what this is just a skin tint. If you're looking for a skin tint, it could work for a lot of different skin types and a lot of different makeup preferences. So I think a lot of people will like this if you're looking for just a low coverage thing to just like slap on. Hello. So I did not do a wear test, clearly, and I also realized that I did not film an outro to this video. So we're gonna kind of cover my final thoughts on the Fenty EAZE Drop Skin Tint and an outro, I guess, right now. So overall, I feel like basically everything good that I said about the product still stands. I really liked how it wore throughout the day. It looked basically the same as it did upon first application. It's very skin-like. It doesn't look makeup-y at all. It's a natural satiny finish, not matte, but also not glowy. I did not notice that it got more oily or glowy throughout the day, which some base products do. This, I feel like the finish stayed the same. There was also no areas where the product really broke down on my skin. There's a little bit of mass transfer, but not that much. Yeah, I thought it was really nice. I feel like a very good, flexible, universal product that a lot of people could get some good use out of. So yeah, thank you for watching. I know how chaotic this video was. Sorry, I guess. But yeah, if you want more sporadic beauty content with bad jokes and questionable camera presence, I guess, feel free to like, subscribe, follow me on my social medias that I'll link down below, I guess. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.